We have the Sebastian Daily News. It's 91 degrees, partly cloudy. Tonight's low will be 75. We are doing a test right now during this live feed, and if there's freeze-ups or we lose audio or any of that, we will redo the broadcast. So we just want to let you know that we're testing some things right now as we do this live broadcast. If it messes up, we'll redo it. We got all day. Hey, the rain chance is going to be increasing this afternoon, as well as into Saturday and Sunday. The highs will be 91. Overnight lows will be around 75. The latest news going on this hour in Sebastian. A man was arrested Thursday after he allegedly poured urine on clothes belonging to juveniles who were swimming at a watering hole in Sebastian. The juvenile said that 68-year-old Thomas Hotchkiss, who lives across the street from the swimming hole, walked over and poured a liquid substance under their clothing and other personal items as they were swimming. They claimed that it smelled like urine. The juveniles then called the police. An officer spoke with Mr. Hotchkiss, who admitted that he ordered stink bait. It's an animal deterrent chemical, and he poured that on all their personal belongings. He was then arrested and charged with 2 counts of criminal mischief. According to jail records, he was also arrested for the same thing back in January of criminal mischief. Sebastian River Medical Center has completed its 90,000 square foot expansion project. It features a brand new entrance, a large lobby, a coffee shop, an outside courtyard, new patient rooms, and 6 large operating rooms with the latest technology. Some of the technology includes an integration system which offers physicians ultra high definition detail and true 4K video. This is a really big state-of-the-art wing of this of the hospital that they've just built. If you remember, we were at the hospital back in late January to take a tour of the new facility, and we really loved what we saw. The whole building itself can withstand a Category 5 hurricane. So really exciting stuff going on. You can read the whole article up on SebastianDaily.com. Sebastian police are asking and warning residents of auto burglaries. Police say thieves were looking for car keys in several of the local burglaries. They recommend all residents lock their doors, close all the windows, remove visible items, and park the vehicle in a safe, well-lit area, as well as take the keys with them in the home. The police say that some of these burglaries, the people left the car keys in their vehicles. So the police are asking people not to do that. In other news, the recall group, who are collecting signatures to recall Damian Gillums, Pamela Paris, and Charles Malty from public office, will be at the clock tower at Riverview Park today, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That clock tower is right across the street from Riverview Park. You drive up, sign it, and on you go. So you don't even have to get out of your vehicle for that. For all the latest news, more news, just go to SebastianDaily.com. You'll see all the headlines right on the home page. Let's get to the coronavirus update. There's been a few more deaths. There's been 1 new death in Indian River County and 6 more in Brevard County since yesterday. Let's get to the local numbers. There are 107 cases now in Sebastian, 243 cases in Fellsmere, 623 cases in Palm Bay, 18 cases in Malabar, 14 in Grant, 9 in Barefoot Bay, 3 in Wabasso, and 701 cases in Vero Beach. Let's look at the county numbers. Now, there's a lot of different dashboards out there, and they're all different on the number of cases in the county. We get our numbers directly from the health department, but if you go to some of those dashboards online, some of the numbers are lower than, like today we got 1,154 cases in Indian River County, the dashboard may show 1112 or even 1054. So these numbers aren't even being consistent across the board. So just want to let you know, our numbers do come directly from the health department, the county and the state. 20 deaths now in Indian River County related to COVID-19. 82 people in the hospital. In Brevard County, 3,100 cases, 27 deaths, and 176 people in the hospital with COVID-19 related symptoms. In Florida, there have been almost 255,000 cases, 4,200 deaths, and almost 18,000 people in the hospital. And that's what we have with that. Now, there's been 2.1 million Floridians who've tested negative for COVID-19. While the deaths are going up, oh, by the way, we did reach 11,000 cases yesterday. So these numbers are going from 8,000 to 11,000. I mean, we thought 500 to 1,000 cases a day were bad. Now it's staying steady with 8,000 to 11,000 cases a day in Florida. High numbers, but more people are getting tested. The number of deaths in our area are pretty low considering our population size and the number of people testing positive. But the state itself, I mean, if you watch the national news today, they claim that Florida is now the new epicenter of COVID-19. And there's so many conspiracies going on. As we've seen on social media and Facebook, a lot of people believe that this COVID-19 is brought on by the Democrats. It's being used, but honestly, this thing is worldwide and global. It's not just in the United States used as a political thing, in my own opinion. I mean, Italy is still hurting, and they're not voting for Trump or Biden. So there's a lot of conspiracies going on out there. The only thing that, the facts are is 11,000 more people have COVID-19 since yesterday. One more death in Indian River County, and Brevard had 7 more deaths since yesterday. So this is still a pandemic, and there's a lot of people that refuse to really believe it. They don't believe in the masks. They think that this is all just a political theory. But here we are in July, and we're still dealing with this pandemic, and there are a lot of people that aren't taking this serious. Please wash your hands regularly. You don't want to wear a mask, fine, but try to social distance. People are not social distancing themselves. There's more and more people that I know now that are contracting this virus than ever before. And I've known people who have family members that they've recently died of this thing. So it's still serious. And, if you think I'm crazy for believing that we are in a pandemic, I'm sorry. But the numbers speak for themselves, and the illnesses speak for themselves. And the people that are nearly suffocating in the hospital in Cleveland Clinic and in Indian River County, I mean, that's not faked. That's not a conspiracy. I mean, this is a real deal here. So just want to emphasize that. As long as we're doing everything we can to stop the spread and the infectious, and, by washing our hands, wear a mask. It's sad when I go to the store and see more elder people wearing a mask than the young people. Yeah, you're wearing a mask to protect others, and this virus is a huge target for the elderly. So they're doing everything to keep this thing under control and being safe. I think we all need to do this to finally get to stop the spreading and to get on with our lives. We've got people still hurting in Sebastian. They went back to work recently. Now they're laid off again. Some of them had to get other jobs. It's just we got to get serious, and we've got to reopen soon. This is going to be an economic disaster if people don't take this serious and take the precautions recommended by CDC. We're going to be in a world of trouble if you think that we're in trouble now. We have to slow this thing down. And And it doesn't help Florida that travelers are coming in from all over the state, and they're not doing any kind of self-quarantine, even though if they're out of the Northeast, they're asked to, but they're not doing it. So, I mean, this problem is, there's multiple reasons than that. So, the best thing we can do right here in Sebastian, in our area, is to stay safe. I'm hoping that everyone has a great weekend. We're going to be out and about and doing some more live videos this weekend. Have a great weekend. I'm Andy Hodges coming to you live for Sebastian Daily.